All right, incumbent Mayor Atlanta, Kasim Reed, has endorsed someone in the race, City Councilwoman Keisha Lance Bottoms.
And I want folks to know that I'm going to do everything I can between now and November 7th and December 5th to see that Keisha Lance Bottoms becomes my successor, that a woman becomes the 60th mayor of the city of Atlanta.
Decisions for all of us, and we can't leave that up to chance.
Bottoms released an ad yesterday featuring Reed, who is promising to make stops at 40 barbershops, nail shops, and beauty salons over the weekend as early voting for the November 7th election begins on Monday. You got 12 people in the race, Robert. You're there in Atlanta who's running. Is this big?
No, this is not big at all. I think the biggest impediment to Keisha Lance Bottoms winning is the supporter Kasim Reed, who is currently supporting her in this race. Kasim Reed has done more to destroy black churches in Atlanta than any white Republican could ever do. He's currently working on trying to turn Morris Brown's campus into a movie studio. He's done more for gentrification to move black people outside the city of Atlanta. He has attacked every black man in the race, from Vincent Fort to John Eves to Kwanzaa Hall to Caesar Mitchell. So I think him going to barbershops in the hood that he has not helped in the last 8 years is not going to be what pushes Keisha Lance Bottoms over the top.
Shannon, but here's what's interesting. What you have here, though, you look at the most recent poll, the numbers have changed. She's actually increased support in the polls. Now is running right behind the white candidate, Mary Norwood. And so this, now coming on the heels of that, could change that race. And again, early voting is Monday.
You know, a lot of folks don't really pay attention, you know, below the surface level. So on the surface, they're going to see the current endorsing who he'd like to see be the next. And that's all they're going to see. They're not going to see what he's done, what he hasn't done, memories are short, all that. They're going to see the current saying this should be the next.
Scott, and what you also have here, again, you got 12 people running. When you have that many people running, then you have, of course, Norwood, who is in double digits in a huge way. This is all about separating the pack. And at the end of the day, if you're one of the 12 of the other 11 candidates, your goal is to get to the runoff. Any bump of 1%, 2% actually separates you from the pack.
Yeah, I think so. You know, Kasim Reed is a great Kappa man, and I think really been a great mayor.
Ain't that many of those, but go ahead.
Yeah, but he is a great Kappa man. You know, I understand the numbers are up, though. Crime is down. It's one of the most well-run cities. If you take the polling on his popularity and what he's done for the city over 8 years, I think his endorsement can make a difference. You know, when you have multiple candidates, the bottom line is, and I've run for office before, is that it's an open seat. Then whoever's got the best ground game, whoever's best organized, is the one that's going to be successful.
Well, bottom line is, of course, yesterday we had Ernie Suggs of the Land Journal and Constitution on the show talking about the whole issue of turnout. That is something that matters. And again, I'll say it again, folks. You had, of course, when you had a race last time, you had 14% turnout. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't accept 14% turnout in Atlanta, 25% turnout in Birmingham, 25% turnout in the race, in the mayoral race election. We can't keep talking about Donald Trump or Republicans in the House, in the Senate, and these places, and then we're not voting in local elections. We are more impacted by what is happening in local elections. And so if there's a local election in your city, you better be registered and you better vote, because it doesn't make sense for us to have numerical power and then we don't use it. That, to me, is an abomination. And so, black folks in Atlanta, get off your butt, go register, and go vote.
Weekdays on TV One.
I will never lie to you.
Oh, my God.
Roland Martin.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He wants to ignore us.
Uncensored.
Hell no. That ain't gonna cut it, boo.
Unapologetic.
No, that is fundamentally false. You are wrong.
Unfiltered.
He wants an America where we all look alike. He ain't talking about black people.
Unrelenting.
You better go work out, because you got a fight on your hands.
NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on TV One.